Jesus freak here. Now, this is probably something that's going to rile a few of you up. My opinion on this is probably not going to be too popular among the uh, hardcore types that follow me. A couple days ago, an entire county in North Carolina had its power grid sabotaged. Just because one particular theater in some town was hosting some. Right now, they prefer the term drag queens. There was actually a point when I was younger that they didn't like the term, considered a slur, and actually preferred the term female impersonator. Or I think they go back and forth. They were claiming it was a grooming event. First things first is, from what I understand, the advertising specifically said it was 18 plus, so that's a lie. I never support terrorism. And, I mean, these people were, deus vaulting about it, Oh, God will not be mocked. Well, they're mocking God by putting out the power for elderly people who need oxygen and stuff, and people who run their well pumps with electric power, and who are collateral damage because of something you guys, not you, blew out of proportion. Now, think what you may about gay people. I say gay because it's just easier. I'm not one of them. They've made it clear they don't want me, even if I were, I'm not attracted to men. So even if I find myself in the alphabet soup, oh, they would be offended because, the LGBT community thing is the figment of the media. It doesn't exist. Now, most canards start with a grain of truth. There happen to be, this whole okay groomer thing goes back at least 50 years. In the 70s, you had an organization that was specifically devoted to pederasty. Most of the gay community wants nothing to do with them, as far as I understand. But I will admit, I'll absolutely admit that, these people exist. My 8th grade shop teacher got in trouble for screwing one of his male students. So I know it absolutely does happen. But these people are the minority, just like, all those ministers and Catholic priests who get caught molesting children, both boys and girls, are not a majority. Now, again, over a single stage show that was 18 plus and was basically just, a bunch of queer people in one place. They decided to knock out the whole county's power to the point that people had been able to fix the results of hurricanes in a matter of a day or so. I think it's been a few days and they still haven't gotten the power back on because the damage is different. The hospital's running on generators, thankfully. But you have people who rely on the power grid to survive. And these people have nothing to do with a drag show. I'll tell you what drag is. Drag is, people, taking the mick out of femininity by portraying as an over-the-top, exaggerated version of it. That's what it is. It's mocking the gender norms. That's why it's so hated. Now, whatever you might think about drag performances, most people would say that even regardless of what you think of that kind of collateral damage that they're causing isn't justifiable. And following it up with statements like God works in mysterious ways. And you're saying God will not be mocked, or you're the ones mocking God, not you. Like I said, whatever you might think of these people, it's art's what it is. But, art's controversial. It's supposed to be controversial. It's supposed to be something not everyone's going to like. Fine. But the fact that they're going out and causing all this collateral damage, the definition of terrorism is when someone or some group engages in acts intended to make people afraid, to terrify them. The Moore County, North Carolina sheriffs using the word vandalism because they don't want to use the T word. All right, that doesn't change the fact that that's what it was. Regardless, like I said, what you think of their targets. It's just not right to cause that much collateral damage. Those are people. Those are human beings. You might have killed a few people that had nothing to do with any of this. You're proud of yourselves? Oh, yeah, you're proud of yourselves. You're laughing all the way to church. I've found that, as a Christian, some of the meanest people I've known were my fellow Christians. Anyway, I know this is going to be controversial. I had to say it. I'm just rambling now. So, Jesus freak out.